8th Standard English, Term 1, Unit 3, Prose, Being Safe. We have 3 sections. Now we are going to see about Section 1. Just warm up. Where is a safe place to cross? What do you know about safety? What do you know about the safety? Let us say that Prasant lives with his parents in Tiruchirappalli. He is living with his parents in Tiruchirappalli. In the summer, he always visits his grandparents in Nagadi. When he has the summer holidays time, he always visits his grandparents in Nagadi, a river island in Tanjavur district. The river Vettar bifurcates into two and merges again. Bifurcates, which means divide into two separate parts, into two and merges, join together again, and forms the village. So that is one village, the grandparents. So the village is evergreen with mighty trees and beautiful landscape. In that village, evergreen with mighty trees and beautiful landscape in that place. He always spends his vacation here. He always spends his vacation holidays here, hanging out with his grandfather and his friends. Just hanging out grandfather and his friend, and also he has more friends. The grandparents' village. His grandfather was a retired central government employee. So he has travelled to many parts of India. He knows very well about that India. He has travelled to many parts of India. His knowledge always amuses him. His knowledge always amuses, which means to make someone laugh or smile. Prasant has just come to his grandparents. This news reaches his friends and they have to take him out for playing. After he came to his grandparents' house, this news reaches his friends. The friends know that and they have to take him out for playing. They wanted to take him for playing outside. The grandfather is very concerned. He gives some instruction and tips for their safety. Grandparent gives some instruction and tips for their safety. How to protect ourselves. Grandparents give some instruction. Sundar. Good afternoon, Grandpa. Where is Prasant? Grandpa replied, Good afternoon, children. Then Ravi asked Grandpa, Can we take him out to play in the fields, Grandpa? Can we take him, Prasant? Can we take Prasant out to play in the fields, Grandpa? Grandpa replied, Of course, children, but you should be very careful while walking in the roads and crossing it. When you are walking on the road and crossing time, you should be very careful. Who said? Grandpa said to the children. Next, Peter. Yes, Grandpa, our teacher had taught us the rules of road safety. We always follow them strictly. Whenever we walk on the road, we should follow the road safety. Then we always follow them strictly, the road safety. Grandpa replied, Good. When you walk on the road, which side of the road should you walk? He asked to the children. Jafar replied, Grandpa, we should walk on our right hand side. When we walk on the road, we should walk on our right hand side against the traffic so that we can see the vehicles coming. When we are walking the right side, we can see the vehicles coming, so we can protect in ourselves. So that is very safety. Who said? Jafar told to Grandpa. Grandpa replied, Good. I am sure you know how to cross the road. Mani replied, Yes, Grandpa, we should wait until the road is clear of traffic. We should wait until the road is clear of traffic. We should first look right. We have to Look right when we are before we cross the dam. We should first look right, left, and then again right before we cross the road. Just before we cross the road, we should first look right, left, and then again right. Then we can cross the road. Gandhi, Grandpa, we will also walk in a line. When we are crossing the road, just we will also walk in a line, one behind the other, not in groups. We should not cross in a groups. Only we have to make line, then we will cross. Grandpa replied, good. And never use a cell phone while walking on the road. When you are walking on the road, you should not use cell phone. Road safety rules are for our safety only. Road safety rules are for our safety. We should follow it strictly. And the first section, they have given the glossary. Bifurcates, a river divides into two separate parts, amuses to make someone laugh or smile. Vacation, holiday, merges, join together. Section 2, Prasant. Hi friends, Murthy replied. Hi, we have come here to play under the shadow of this big neem tree. We have come for playing under the shadow of this big neem tree. Grandpa replied, yes, kids, you need to be very careful as the sun is scorching. You need to be very careful as the sun is scorching, which means extremely hot. Yes, the sunlight, that is scorching time, so you need to be very careful. Who said? Grandpa. Money. My mother has instructed me not to roam in sunlight between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. as it is very hot. 10 to 3 p.m. it is very hot. As it is very hot. So my mother has instructed me, my mother has advised me not to roam unnecessarily. Who said? Money said that like. Next, Grandpa. That is true, but you also need more physical activities. You also need more physical activities. Okay, but physical activities is must. Hence, play safely in the sun. Take breaks by going indoors or moving to place with shade. Just take breaks by going indoors or moving to places with shade. Shade, that's that neem tree shade. Okay, so that's very important. Song. Can we put on sunscreen before going out in the sun? Sam asked to Grandpa, can we put on sunscreen before going out in the sun? Before going out in the sun, shall we put on the sunscreen? Grandpa replied, yes, you need to put on the sunscreen. You need to put on the sunscreen 15 to 20 minutes before going out to avoid sunburn. Before going out 15 to 20 minutes, you need to use the sunscreen. Sunscreen, which means a cream or lotion rubbed on the skin to protect it from the sun. We have to protect from the sun. So we have to use. Grandpa replied. Prasant. Grandpa, I am feeling exhausted. Prasant told to Grandpa, I am feeling exhausted. Exhausted means feeling tired. Grandpa, oh, it may be due to the heat. For reason, heat. So that's why you have a tired. Who said? Grandpa. When the body cannot cool itself fast enough, we may get a heat sunstroke. Yes, we may get a heat sunstroke unconscious. Prasant, how will I know if I getting a sunstroke? How will I know if I getting unconscious? Prasant asked. Next, Grandpa, be sure to tell an adult if you are feeling hot, have headache. If you are feeling hot, just what the symptoms? Have headache, feeling giddy or nauseated. Getty, which means having a sensation of falling down. Okay. Nauseated, which means sickening, stomach turning. Jaffer, I like to play outdoor games than indoor ones. I like to play fast outdoor games than indoor games. Outdoor games mainly physical activities. That's very important our health for our health. Games than indoor games. Grandpa, that's really nice. But the big part of going outside and playing in safe environment. Okay, your playing time just have to safe environment comes from knowing how to be street smart. Street smart, which means the knowledge to be with difficult and challenges. So we have to protect wherever we go. Just we have to protect in ourselves road safety. Otherwise, when we are playing time, we have to protect. Be aware for ourselves. So thank you.